It's the journey that inspires others, not just the destination. The reason for that comment is the fact that so many people share their wins, and people will not necessarily appreciate your wins or what you've accomplished because they really don't know what you went through, the trials and tribulations and the struggles to get to that win. That can be even people in your own family, your significant other, your children, your extended family, friends, anybody, and you'll all of a sudden share something with them, but yet they don't know the journey that you went through. They may ask, was that difficult? Did you struggle to achieve that goal? Or, most people though will just smile and, give you a congratulations and appreciation, and that's it. I see that all the time in social media as well. People will post their wins, yet people don't know necessarily the struggles, again, the trials and tribulations, the things that you went through in order to accomplish that task. And there's certain things that you don't want to share. I know myself, when I was working on my book, I let very few people know about it because it wasn't something that I wanted to be distracted from, because all of a sudden now you can get multiple questions or conversations that are going on where people ask you about what you're doing, or they'll have an opinion that you're really not looking for or really not, wanting to interact with. And it can be a distraction because you have other things going on in your life. Myself, I had other things going on in my life while I was working on the book. And I didn't want to necessarily take away from those aspects of my life that other people were aware of, so I kept it to myself. That was by choice. But that doesn't mean that you should keep everything in your life to yourself and then only share the destination or the accomplishment or what you have achieved. Sometimes the best things we can do is have a cheering section and telling people, like, listen, I'm trying to accomplish this. I know with my podcast I shared with pretty much everybody what I was looking at doing, because the cheering section, or the people that were pushing me to succeed, to get my podcast put together, to lay the copyright groundwork down, and what I was going to say for my stuff in regards to my introduction, my outro, or the ending of the podcast. What was my theme going to be? What was my artwork going to look like? All this sort of stuff I shared with more and more people because it drove me. And then when the destination arrived and my podcast was released, people knew what I went through, the ups and downs. Did everybody? No, because not everybody is necessarily going to be engaged in what you're doing in your life, right? But those that mattered to me and that I mattered to them, they engaged and they communicated with me about what I was doing in regards to my passion, which was the podcast, and it became a reality. So when you're trying to achieve stuff in life, when you're trying to accomplish, make sure you share with others when you're trying to do things. You're making yourself vulnerable. Vulnerability can be a scary thing, but sometimes being vulnerable to others, they'll give you the push, the encouragement, and help you drive yourself to be the person that accomplishes your goals. So again, it's not always the destination that people are excited about or that's important. The journey along the way needs to be shared. And again, not in all cases, but in certain cases, you want to share with people. Let's say you want to lose weight. You tell people, listen, I'm 220 and I want to lose a bunch of weight, and this is what I'm going to do. And you post about your journey and you share about your journey along the way. And people will encourage you. You may be out with a group of friends and you're going to go eat something or drink something you shouldn't, and they'll go, didn't you say you were trying to lose some weight? Is that really within your wheelhouse at the moment? Should you be eating or drinking or doing that? They're not criticizing you. They're being supportive. They're trying to remind you what your goals are. It's the same for physical fitness. Same things can happen. People will drive you to accomplish certain tasks and goals. I know it's been a couple of years now because I've had some severe health issues that have gone on since But, in 2019, I spent, geez, I can't even remember now, 139 days. I did 5 kilometers of walking every single day, which was a great accomplishment for me, considering I usually can't go that many days without some sort of body part falling apart or aching. But I did 139 days, and every single day I shared with specific people, as well as randomly throughout social media, what my goal was. I started out at a low pace, and I worked my way up to 5K. For my American friends, that's 3 miles. And I did that every single day for 139 days until I unfortunately injured myself and never really recovered from it, unfortunately. And as you can tell, I'm on the treadmill right now. This is day 1 of me starting to do slow amounts till I can work my way back up to not just slowly walking, but power walking. So my destination is to get back up to 5 kilometers, right? The reality is the journey is going to take me a little bit, and I'm going to have to push myself like I've done in the past, and obviously not push myself so hard that I end up re-injuring myself. So God bless you all. I hope that makes sense. Remember, it's not always about the destination. The journey is important. You need to relish in it yourself. The journey, the highs and lows, the gratitude, to pat yourself on the back. And when you share it with others, they'll be there along with you through the highs and lows. And the pats in the back will come not just from yourself being proud of yourself, but others will be as well. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. God bless you all. Peace out. Stay out of trouble, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.